No, it's not cold. We're waiting for Santa, but it looks like it's cold in here by what we're wearing. Oh, ew. Hello. Hello, weary travelers.
Oh, it's a cork.
Today we're back for our yearly series where we post once a year where we read Christmas stories. We did it once before and it's time to go back in again.
Ready for new jobs.
Last time we got a comment saying that all our stories that my mom chose for us were fake. So hopefully this time we've picked out legit stories. Let's end it out. Am I the asshole for leaving my son outside on Christmas Eve night?
How old is the son?
Yeah.
No.
No. You have to hear them out. I have 4 children, and I'm pretty easygoing. They don't have a lot of rules they have to abide by. It's simple. Be respectful, do your chores, and for the 2 teenagers, 15 and 16, be back before 10. My 16-year-old son came home at 11 last night, when the house was already locked up, after missing about 10 calls from me. He knocked to get in, and I just called him back and told him he could sleep in the treehouse and that there are already blankets up there, and hopefully this would be a lesson to stick to curfew. He was apparently on a date with someone, whom we haven't met, and didn't realize his phone was set an hour behind. To me, that's all excuses. I told him he had the rest of the night in the cubby to reset his time, and we'd see him in the morning. I opened the door at 6 a.m., nice and early, and he came in and went to bed, slept until lunchtime, holding his siblings up from opening their gifts because we do it all together as a family. He thanked everyone for his gifts and went back to sleep after lunch. My husband said I completely overreacted. It was an honest mistake and he's exhausted for not being able to sleep in the treehouse. He would have been able to, it was warm enough and I put enough bedding up there. Still, my husband says it was a complete asshole move. Am I the asshole?
Definitely.
He's
having fun on the holidays, probably on break, however old he is.
Right, you're 16, yeah.
He's 16, he's on Christmas break, he goes and meets up with a girl during Christmas. Like, is there no empathy?
So question.
He came home, what time did he come home?
11, and he said his phone was set at, so when is daylight saving time? Well, hasn't that been like weeks now?
No, that's, okay.
Like
his phone being set behind, also, most phones.
Yeah, when was this posted? Oh, this was 3 years ago, but.
Okay, what phone does he have? I'm pretty sure the flip phones we had autocorrect at the time.
Yeah.
Because they were connected to the internet. I don't believe
I do stick with the mom where I think that was just a weird excuse. But this
reaction is something that reads to me as I was angry that he was home an hour late, and so I'm doing this out of spite. And
this also seems like the type of parent that's she already had that treehouse set up. She was waiting for this moment to be as soon as that, I'm going to teach them a lesson. They're going to sleep in the treehouse. I feel like she was waiting for them to mess up just so she could send them to the treehouse and be they slept in the treehouse. Yeah. So it was only an hour later. So everyone was still awake. So I bet they, the siblings, watched him walk to the treehouse. So it's at that point, just I can understand 3 a.m. or something.
Yeah, if it's okay, everyone's
they're still watching their Christmas movie and he's outside.
He's all right, I gotta go.
Because he came home an hour later, yeah. So everyone was definitely still awake.
No. The parents at the very least were awake, 11.
Because it's Christmas Eve, everyone's so excited, no one can sleep. Yeah. So it's
well, they're awake.
That was just.
And also, parents normally do prep after everyone's asleep.
And then I don't know where they live. But I'm guessing it's pretty cold because she was I put enough blankets up there, even though he said he couldn't sleep. So it's you're gonna make him sleep in the treehouse.
That's a little bit of a piece of shit mom moment.
Yeah.
You're definitely an asshole, but you might just also be a bad mom, if you're doing that kind of stuff.
Because the whole thing where it's we lock up, so it's oh, if we're all sleeping and you come home, and you come home too late, that's on you. But it shouldn't get to that level. When everyone's still awake.
No, we're gonna watch you go back because you weren't here at curfew.
Treehouse.
Yeah, it's I gotta have I'm gonna have a power trip on my child.
Yeah. Well.
Loser.
That's that. Loser. Next one. Am I the asshole for telling my extended family how many men, roughly, my sister has slept with after she outed our youngest brother as a virgin?
That sounds fair so far.
We had a family dinner this evening. My family has 4 kids in total. Me, my elder sister, who's 29, younger sister, who's 24, and my youngest brother, who's 22. Extended family attended our family dinner. During the dinner, my elder sister and younger brother got into a mild disagreement. My sister seemed, at least to me, to be coming across as very aggressive out of frustration and losing said argument. The 2 of them were too absorbed in their argument to realize the rest of us were getting a bit fed up. Eventually, my sister got really fed up and said, "Shut up, I'm not going to argue with a 22-year-old virgin." My brother hadn't done any personal attacks up until that point. It was completely unprovoked. I think it might have been the alcohol, as my sister is a mean drunk. Anyways, I immediately told my sister to grow up and that she was making an embarrassment of herself. She replied by saying everyone knows he's a virgin and she didn't say anything wrong. This annoyed me as my brother definitely has confidence issues and doesn't need to be made fun of like this. So I responded by saying how she slept with well over 100 men while she was in college, and that since everyone in the family knows this, it's not a big deal, right? Turns out her husband didn't know this, amazingly. I genuinely assumed he must have known. He left the party angrily, saying my sister misled him about her past. Family is blaming me for their marital problems. I refuse to accept I did anything wrong. My sister bullied my brother in front of everyone. All I did was give her a taste of her own medicine.
I don't think you're an asshole for that. Because she was doing that. Also, okay, like maybe her husband didn't know the extent of it, but it sounds like he had no idea.
Where to the point where she's probably like made it sound like she's like, yeah, that's not her. That's not like the kind of person she
whatever,
is.
Like maybe she like, I would have assumed she at least vaguely, like he knew vaguely like that.
Where it's like I don't have an exact number, but like I know that she had a phase in college. Yeah. She did whatever. The big thing to me is I need to know what they were arguing about. Because he said it's mild, but I don't know how out of line it was for her to be like... I feel like, yeah, it really came out of nowhere. Because he said eventually my sister got really fed up and said, "Shut up, I'm not going to argue with a 22-year-old virgin." But I just want to know what the argument was about. Yeah. And to see how bad she was losing.
But I think that, like, kind of the clapback, I think that's a justified clapback. She brought it there.
Right. So it's like, yeah. So let's... And it's the same subject. Just in the other direction. So it's like you brought this up.
Yeah,
so...
like you're no better. Like I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. Like some people don't have that self-awareness. Like if I knew, like, okay, I've slept around a ton, I would not be like calling someone out on their like sex life in any capacity.
Yeah, why would you even go there? Like why would you even go there?
If you're hiding that kind of secret from your husband also, how could you not have that click and be like, okay, I shouldn't go there?
But it was, yeah, like the verdict is everyone sucks, which I understand. But he should not be blamed for the husband not knowing.
No. Their marital issues. That was also like
that's all her.
That's her problem, yeah. But that does sound like kind of just like a not great sibling relationship.
They're like 7 years apart. Yeah, that's pretty like...
Yeah, say that's like your younger sibling.
Yeah. I'm reading some comments. Everyone sucks here. One person making personal attacks doesn't mean someone else should, especially since you weren't even in the argument to begin with. But they were clearly disrupting the gathering. Yeah. So everyone was just literally
he was just like stepping in for his brother.
Yeah, and he was like, hey. Yeah, because the brother probably was like, bro, like you probably would have.
Yeah, like you're not going to leave him out to dry. Like, yeah. Like, oh yeah, don't, like, you should have just let him die there.
Yeah, she totally went there, and so it was like a low blow.
Like, yeah, maybe he could have done something else, but it's not like it was like out of line. It's just like, okay, yeah, maybe I guess the morally mature thing to do would not be to bring that up, but it's not like he's like, yeah, stepping out of line.
Yeah, like sorry, and she's drunk, and it's just like.
Yeah, maybe you get like, you know, sometimes you need a little bit of a slap.
But the
reaction was way bigger than he expected, but there's no way he could have known that.
Yeah. Because, and everyone knows that, because he was like, oh, like, the family knows that, but you don't hear us saying it either.
But her husband didn't.
And his husband was like, what? No, and he like ran away.
You were a virgin.
Yeah. He said, I took your flower, and he ran away. But, to be fair, I wouldn't go there. Unless it was like, okay, it depends how long the argument was going on for, how out of pocket it was, like how she said it, and like, you know, how fed up I was, maybe, but I'm not saying that. That's like, so I guess it's like, in that sense, I wouldn't say that. I feel like it would be like, you need to leave.
It would depend. It would depend on how, because like, she did it while she was like, losing the argument.
Yeah, so it was just such a low blow. So I feel like everyone should be like, hey!
Yeah, which maybe didn't happen, so it's just sort of like...
So he immediately cooked her, though, which is, I don't know, I feel like sometimes you just gotta get served.
Yeah, maybe, because maybe that sounds like maybe that's her attitude, like, that's how she is. Like, she might be mean.
Yeah.
And it might have started the argument because she went back down on something she was wrong on, which is, like, even more annoying. Like, imagine if she was, like, completely wrong on something and arguing with the brother and then said that.
Yeah.
Because it said she was losing the argument and getting mad. Ooh, that's a bad
That's
look.
just an L. So a loser,
Yeah,
low
so
blow.
So loser, and then you got clap back on.
And you like got cooked as like a 29, like your 20, like your youngest brother.
Yeah.
Like is just flaming you. I want to know what they're arguing about, but we'll never know. All right, next one. Am I the asshole for getting my girlfriend the wrong Christmas gifts? Okay, the way wrong's in quotes. Wrong, potato, potato.
I got her lingerie.
It's probably gonna be like the wrong version of something like specific that needs to be specific, and he's like, "What? You said
You said soap, so I got you dish soap.
Christmas was a few weeks ago, but I'm still getting shit for this. Throwaway for anonymity."
He's probably wrong on this already from that.
Yeah,
I'm still getting shit. It's been 2 weeks since Christmas after I got a completely wrong thing.
Yeah, it probably like just hit the outer circle.
Yeah, no, he's probably wrong. I can already tell he's already wrong.
Me, 29 male, and my girlfriend, 25 female, recently had Christmas together. It just says recently Christmas together. Bad start. We've been together for 2 years, but this is the first time we've celebrated together. We both decided to exchange lists, and we each got a couple things for the list to keep up with the surprise of it all. My girlfriend's list was very descriptive. A couple of the items were NARS foundation with her color, Lush bath bombs, and Puma running shoes, just to name a few. I was happy to get her these things, but I didn't and still don't get the obsession with the brands. For Christmas, I did most of the shopping at Target for everyone, but not just her. They didn't have a lot of the specific brands she wanted, but I got her what I found and what I thought she would like. I got her a bottle of foundation in her color. It was from the brand Wet n Wild, oh no. I got her a big bag of Dr. Tealz bath bombs, which I know are a good brand since I use the salts often. I also got her a pair of running shoes from Target.
You didn't even get the right shoes?
I couldn't remember the brand name, but they looked fine to me and were in her size. I also got her a couple other things, but I just listed these to save time. On Christmas Day, she seemed a bit confused opening the presents, but thanked me nonetheless. Later that night, she asked if I had trouble reading her handwriting or if I was confused about the list. I picked up on her talking about the brands, and I just told her I don't think we should buy brands just for the name, rather the quality and price of their products. Since these products were cheaper and she got more bang for her buck, like with the bath bombs, I don't see an issue. The price I paid for a whole bag could have gotten me one from the company she wanted me to buy them from. She got a bit cold after that and said next year we just shouldn't do lists since I don't want to gift her what she wanted. We argued for a bit and more or less dropped the issue after a couple days. However, I'm still getting a comment or two from her, and now I'm wondering if I was in the wrong.
You definitely were in the wrong. What the hell is wrong with him?
That's like so wrong.
I would be so annoyed if somebody got me. Also, like I could see the bath bombs. The foundation is like, okay, if you're a clueless guy and you're just like, oh, it doesn't matter, like the same kind of bath bomb scenario. But the shoes? You got generic Target shoes.
No, this is wrong. Lush is nice. So it's like she's probably only asking for Lush bath bombs because she wants that Lush brand, because Lush has
like
nice
Christmas
bath
present.
bombs.
That's what I'm saying. He just doesn't know about Lush, like, because I don't. But I wouldn't do this.
So then ask someone who doesn't really know what those are. Wouldn't you literally stick to the specifics?
Yeah, I'll stick to the specifics. But I'm saying that, like, you know, maybe you, like, don't know what it is and then you make an assumption and it's just wrong. Then it's, like, less of an asshole thing, but it's like you're just stupid. But the Pumas? Well, you can't even get Pumas. She's not asking for Nike. It's Pumas.
Especially running shoes, because
Also-
running shoes
also,
are so different.
Getting Target or Walmart stuff, the soles are falling out of those in 2 months. They're coming apart.
They're like, yeah, they're
Running
all,
shoes.
it's like styrofoam squishy, like it's
This
like...
guy is like a cheapskate. I hate cheapskates like this, where it's like just too much.
She's so right, where it's like, okay, I guess there was literally no point in me giving you a list.
Yeah, I could have just like listed you some generic stuff, but like told you.
And he didn't even try, because he said that he went to Target for other people too. So he just did like one trip.
Yeah, one big trip for everybody.
And was just like, like he's so stupid.
You actually went Christmas shopping in the same category as like your outside circle friends for your girlfriend.
Yeah, not the Wet n Wild foundation. You're an idiot. Yeah, it's like...
That guy's stupid and an asshole.
And then he totally pulls the like, you don't need brand name things for everything. It's like, no, you were just lazy. It's not like you don't have like a problem with the brands.
On Amazon. Like he probably did that the day before.
And he just went to Target and just knocked everyone
the day
out.
Before,
yeah. Dummy. And the way he still is like wrong.
I guess I'm in the wrong.
I guess it's like not exactly what she wanted, but like I don't see the issue.
I mean, yes, true. It's not the brand you wanted, but I still got you bath bombs.
Dr. Tealz, I love their bath salts, so.
Dr. Teal's bath salts are great, so what's wrong with the bath bombs?
Ugh. So cringe, right? And he's just like, gosh, like she's still mad at me, like she's so dramatic.
Oh, no, I'd be so mad. Yeah, I'd be giving you comments for a while, like probably to your next birthday. I'd probably take it out.
And the fact that he doesn't even realize that he's wrong.
Every single one. It's not like he got one. I thought he was gonna say like he got like one gift wrong.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
He did it for every single gift.
I knew it as soon as I saw it wrong. Like what? Like I got our necklace, and I was like,
what else did he say? What did he say that I was like?
Oh, when Christmas was a few weeks ago, but I'm still getting shit for this.
Still getting shit after 2 weeks of Christmas.
Oh, my girlfriend sucks.
Yeah, no, he's already wrong.
Well, next one. Am I the asshole for wanting to play Call of Duty on Christmas instead of spending time with my wife and kids? Please, just one game.
Okay, if he wants to play for an hour at night, that's understandable, but let's see.
Yeah. I already have a couple thoughts on this.
Yeah.
My birthday is on Christmas Day. I've always spent my birthday celebrating Christmas and never doing anything I want. My son is 3 and my daughter is 6 months. I spend a lot of time with them and my wife and barely see my friends anymore. This Christmas, I just want to play COD with the boys. They're all gonna be playing COD on Christmas / my birthday, and I don't want to miss out. They are never online at the same time. My wife is incredibly angry with me and wants to throw my new Xbox out the window. I'm angry because I just want to play COD with the boys on my birthday. Am I the asshole? But there's 3 edits here.
Okay, you knowing there's no way you've lived your whole life sharing your birthday on Christmas without just making it a regular thing to make plans for your birthday outside of Christmas time.
Right.
Make it for the 27th or the 28th or something. Make plans with your boys.
Yes, you've gone through this where you've probably, your whole life, you probably celebrated your birthday on a different day.
Yes. Especially with your friends, too, because, like, whose friends are available on Christmas?
So, was this orchestrated without him? Where it's like, oh, we all just happen to be together on your birthday on Christmas without, like, please join us. Where it's like, you couldn't talk to us, like, can we just, like, shift this? But...
Or even just, like, if it's a whole day thing, just show up after, like, dinner. Just be like, okay, yeah, we had dinner. I spent the whole day with you guys. It's 8 p.m. I'm gonna hop on. The kids
are babies because they're so young. It's like they're sleeping now.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on for, like, 2 hours. Like, what's wrong with that?
And there's a couple, just the way he's phrasing things here, where he says, I've always spent my birthday celebrating Christmas and never doing anything I want, and then proceeds to say how he spent his Christmas with, like, his family.
Yeah.
And then just being like, I never do what I want.
I never do what I want on Christmas. I always spend it with my stupid-ass kids and wife.
And his kid is 6 months old. So it's like, what do you mean? Like, it's his first Christmas.
It's like his first Christmas. Yeah, he's 6 months.
It's your baby's first Christmas. So what do you mean where it's like, I've always spent it with them?
Yeah,
like,
so it's been like 2 years and he's already over the whole kids thing. He's like, oh my god, it's been 2 years, no Xbox.
Yeah, your son's 3, so it's like your son barely is, like, sentient.
Oh my god. And there's also, if they're Xbox boys and they're all playing on Christmas, they either are in a similar situation with their wife and kids, or they don't have a wife and kids. So they're much more open to playing Xbox.
Where it's like, yeah.
Is that his only time in the year playing? No, he just wants to play because it's his birthday. He probably plays, like, at least 3 times a week.
Because it's just the way he's wording it that's, like, really, like, no, you're the issue. Because if it was worded differently, and it's like, oh, like, Christmas, I spend the morning with them. Because usually, like, you're done with Christmas on Christmas by, like, noon. Like, everyone... Noon. So it's like, if he...
do something for dinner.
And then you do something for dinner. And so it's like, oh, like, yeah, at, like, 8, my wife doesn't want me to do it. And it's just like, but my kids are going to be sleeping. I spent the whole day. Like, that would be different.
Yeah, no.
But it's just the way he's already set this up.
He wants to go from sun up to sundown on the Xbox with the boys, which means that they also do not have a wife and kids. He is so full of shit. Like, oh, they're never able to organize. It's, like, probably not all at once. He probably gets to play with them, just not all at once.
Okay, there's 3 edits, so I'll read the first edit.
Okay,
edit. Okay, I'm getting flamed here, and I feel like the asshole, but I still don't think it's a crazy ask. I've never really celebrated my birthday. I was lucky if anyone other than my brother said the words happy birthday to me. My mom was super religious and made us spend every Christmas at church from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The only acknowledgement I ever got from my family was a cake after dinner and a pack of socks once. I left home the day after my high school graduation, and that's when I met my boys that I mentioned in my post. We've been everywhere together and have literally saved each other's lives, and they are my brothers. They've always made me feel like my birthday was actually my birthday and not just Christmas. My wife has done this too, but...
Oh my god!
Not to the extent that the boys have. Also, we haven't gotten together since before my son was born. We all live in different states and never see each other anymore.
You play Xbox together.
Okay.
And it's also, you're not seeing each other. You're playing Xbox.
He's making it sound like he had like a Dr. Doofenshmirtz like childhood.
Yeah,
like,
also, yeah, no, he's definitely playing up. Because he probably just got way more Christmas presents. It's just that they were like, oh, these are your birthday ones.
Yeah.
Didn't really include
it's like,
the big
no one
ones.
even uttered the words happy birthday.
I got an Xbox for Christmas, but I only got socks for my birthday on the same day.
It's not the same, no one cares.
Like, also, okay, yeah, and he is saying, like, the 3 years, we haven't seen each other in 3 years, but you're still not seeing each other. This is still how you guys talk. Regularly.
Right.
Okay, edit 2.
Okay, I was not planning on playing all day. I planned on opening presents with the family, then hopping on with the boys around noon. I get what everyone is saying, but I still don't think it's a big ask. Family time is incredibly important, but I happen to think that COD with the boys is too. And he put a shrugging emoji. That's the second update.
Edit 3, yeah.
Edit 3. Thanks for the input, everyone. To clarify a few things, I will not be helping with dinner. I never do, and it's for the best. My wife and I agree. I spent a lot of time with my family. I always wanted to give them the dad I never had. My dad is still around, but was a drunk and has a new family now. I'm very close with my son, and hopefully I'm just as close with my daughter once she's a little older. My wife is convinced that the boys don't like her. We've been together a total of 10.5 years, and she's always said that they feel like she stole me away from them. This is not true, and they have never indicated this. What I'm asking for is uninterrupted time with the boys. I haven't even thought of asking for this before. Doesn't seem to matter how long to my wife. She doesn't want me online at all. Okay, the way she said that she doesn't think that the boys like her, I feel like she's valid in thinking that. Because, like, I feel like that wouldn't come out of nowhere.
No, she probably.
Because they've been together for 10.5 years, so she's met they've probably hung up, like, out a lot.
Yeah, so
and
they probably said some stuff to her directly.
It's just the way he's writing this that's really rubbing me the wrong way. Like, if this was totally worded different, where it's like, oh, I just want to, like, all I'm asking for is one day. It's like he's purposefully, like, exaggerating and thinking that, like, the reader won't catch on to him, like, exaggerating.
Yeah, like, trying to shift it in his favor.
And being like, I've done nothing wrong, and my wife's still angry. It's like, no, you definitely did. Like, you're an idiot.
Also, she's going to be cooking dinner, and you have to watch the 6-month-old.
You're 6 months, yeah.
You're going to have to watch the 6-month-old. He should be pushing for, if anything, like, 8 p.m., after dinner. After
the babies are put to bed.
The babies, like, okay, yeah. What is the 6-month-old gonna do when he's gaming and his wife is cooking dinner?
Is trying to prepare, yeah.
Like, what is I bet the other kids, probably like 3. So you have to watch the toddler and the baby.
And I will not be helping with dinner. I never do, and it's for the best. My wife and I agree. Where it's like,
I can see that.
He's probably like, don't be dope, and she's like, yeah, you gotta get out of here. And it's like, what?
No.
That's just a system.
And also, that's like totally like, I'm not even trying.
Yeah, where it's like, she said it once, I'm out, I'm out.
It's for the best. It's like, oh, well, I did just, like, drop an entire stack of plates and explode them on the ground. Like, do you think I should stay in here and keep helping? And she's like, no. And so he's like, oh, hey, she said she agreed.
Can you stir this? Oh!
Do you still need my help?
It's literally Roderick.
Yeah, it's like people that just, like, they just don't want to do it, so they don't put any effort
Where, like, you do it terribly, and then it's like, yeah, you know what, just go. I'll just handle it.
Like, well, she said, hey, she told
it's for the best of the house that I don't step in the kitchen. And, like, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., do people do that, or...
Yeah.
At the church?
I don't know if that's true. I was a little doubtful on that, like 12 hours in church.
Church from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., so it's like you're opening the doors and closing.
Yeah, I'm a little doubtful on that.
That seems like an exaggeration.
I was there for 12 hours. It's like, okay, well, actually, we're only at church for like 4 hours, but we were still doing like church things.
Just celebrate your birthday on a different day. When your birthday's on Christmas.
Yeah, how'd you not figure this out? Maybe he really is like helpless in the kitchen because he can't even figure out how to handle his own birthday after being an adult.
Yeah.
For, what, like probably 15 years?
Dummy. This is the last one, so hopefully we go out with a bang. Am I the asshole for ruining Christmas and being upset the only gifts I got from my family were joke gifts? Alright. It's like the meme where you sit there, it's like me with Some background. My family likes to play pranks with Christmas and birthday gifts. It's nothing new. I, female 21, as well as my 5 siblings, ranging from 29 to 37, have all been pranked on our birthdays and on Christmas, and usually it's 1 or 2 gifts. This Christmas, though, I was the only person to get only joke gifts. For example, I unwrapped a MacBook from my brother, but when I opened it, it was just some chocolate, which I don't eat, so I gave it away. And the MacBook was actually given to my sister inside a bag she wanted. Another gift was what I thought was a book I put on my Christmas list was actually just the book cover put on a dictionary. When I asked my mom about the book, she said she gave it to my sister-in-law. This went on with each present my siblings or parents had given me. AirPods was just a charger block adapter. Gift cards were used and had zero balance. A card with Monopoly money, and so on, totaling to about 12 joke gifts. At this point, I was bummed, so I went to the living room to watch TV with my boyfriend. At dinner, they were all talking about how much they loved their gifts, and when my dad asked why I hadn't said anything about mine, I said there wasn't much to say. Everyone but my boyfriend laughed, and my mom said it was no big deal as everyone else also got joke gifts. I told her every gift I got was a joke gift and that the ones they got were also followed by a real one. My dad told me I needed to relax as I'm making a big deal about it, and I'd have next Christmas to get the stuff on my list. Not wanting to go back and forth, I told my boyfriend I wanted to leave and we could spend the rest of Christmas break with his family, then go home. My family got mad and told me not to go and to just stay because it wasn't serious. I left and put on my phone on Do Not Disturb during the drive, and by the time we got to my boyfriend's parents' house, I had several missed calls and texts from them calling me names like ungrateful, sensitive, and childish. The next day, I exchanged and opened gifts with my boyfriend and his family, and one of the gifts I had gotten was the book I wanted. The book my mom pretended to give me. I posted it on my Instagram story, and not even 0 minutes after posting it, my sister sent a screenshot of my story to the family group chat, and they basically got mad at me for leaving and telling me I ruined Christmas over some presents. Now I just want an outside party to tell me if I'm the asshole here. Am I in the wrong for being upset about the gifts and for leaving? After reading their messages and sitting on this for days, I am now feeling like maybe I got upset over nothing. I need to apologize for that.
No. Okay, if this story is even real. But
yeah.
If this story is real, then yeah, no. Why would she apologize for that?
I'm so confused. And not only did they not give her the gifts, they got the gifts on her list and then gave them to other people.
Yeah.
I'm confused
that's
about
the part where I'm just like, okay,
I'm like, wait,
no way
what? Like, that's like just straight up evil. Where it's like, I asked for a MacBook and they gave it to like my brother. I asked for the book I wanted. Yeah, gave it to my sister-in-law. It says, gonna edit to add I participated in joke gifts when I was a kid. Haven't participated in the last 10 years because I didn't enjoy it or find it funny, which they do know. I will reply, whatever. This is just so like unbelievable.
Yeah, that sounds a little crazy. No,
I'm just so confused. I'd be like, okay, like, why didn't you guys give me real gifts? Like, I'm just like wondering. Everyone else got like real gifts too, so I'm just kind of confused by like
why you're also blaming me for not.
And you're being extra cruel to me, and then me just kind of being like confused. Where it's like, whoa, why aren't you saying anything about your like adapter and your $0?
Yeah,
and it's just like, oh, like I guess I'm just. Gifts. And she like got the book and was like, it's going to the sister-in-law.
Like, if there's a prank gift and then you have a real gift, then it's fine. But like,
yeah,
just doing a prank gift and that's it.
And like 12 joke gifts. She got 12 joke gifts.
Yeah, that's a little.
It would get old so fast. Like round 3.
Yeah, it's like.
Oh wow, Monopoly money. The brother's like a MacBook, like next to her. It's just like dumb.
And then you got them all serious gifts too.
And she's the youngest, because she said for 5 siblings range from 29 to 37, and she's 21. So I'm just like confused. And also, did the boyfriend?
Wait, but she said she hasn't participated in them for the last 10 years.
Yeah. So
she when she was 11. So she was getting them gifts when she was like 8?
And it said 10 plus.
But it was prank gifts? When she was like 8 to 10? I don't know.
I'm so confused by this story. And did the boyfriend get a serious gift? Because she said the boyfriend was there.
Probably.
So did they? So it's like they gave the boyfriend a real gift too?
It's probably something like really small, but yeah.
Like a candle.
Some dice.
And the siblings are grown. Yeah, 29 to 37. So like the 37-year-old's like laughing too. And just being like, that's so, like, yeah, I feel like this has to be fake. And then all her comments are just like, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna distance myself now. Where it's like, no, like, you need, like, what was the reasoning behind this? Like, it sounds like you were just, like, the laughing stock. I don't know.
I think we've spotted a fake one.
Yeah, the detective over there. Yuck.
Yuck.
Well, so out of all of these, who do you think is on the naughty list? Who's the most naughty on the most naughty list?
I think the mom who locked her son out in the treehouse.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Dead of winter.
That's like those, yeah, that's like power trip.
That sounds believable. That's the one I think is real and also the worst. And
I feel like the worst person to be around though is the Call of Duty guy. I feel like he's probably insufferable. He's like, my boys.
Oh wait, I forgot about that one. I think that one might be worse actually.
I think he is the.
Yeah, I think that one's worse, but it sounds like his deed is not worse. That's I have to.
Right.
Just as
it's
good.
just I can just tell.
He sounds like a worse person.
And who knows what's really going on in that house, because he definitely
he's like,
fluffed this up.
Yeah, he just lets things, that's the thing. Yeah, he added all this fluff, but you can still find the slips.
Then again, it's like, what do you mean every year? Your daughter's 6 months!
And the other one's probably like 3.
Yeah, the son is 3.
Every single year. For the past 2 of them.
I want to know.
God, I hate my wife.
And my 6-month-old baby.
My stupid little 6-month-old. And yes, I play catch with my son once a month. So we're close.
And what's my daughter's name?
Lucy? No, Lacey.
Susie. Ah, damn it.
Susie. Oh, her name's Meryl. Right, named after my wife's mother. Forgot.